Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back to another episode of Twisted Tuesdays. This one is a little bit different than the last ones we have.
I'm a little bit nervous this time.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna put you in any immediate danger.
If there is anything alive in that bag that is not a puppy or a kitten, I don't want to touch it.
Don't worry, I didn't get anything too mean.
Okay.
So we'll see.
You guys can hear my dogs barking upstairs. They'll settle down in a minute.
I got a few things with me. They're not all. I wanted to go for texture. Texture was like a big thing, but when you're trying to look for things that are like different in texture, it's really hard to find some stuff. So I also went with the route of just inanimate objects that you're gonna have to figure out what they are.
All right.
Some of them might be easy. We'll start easy and we'll work our way up to the more difficult.
All right, fair.
All right, we got 2 minutes, and then we'll introduce everyone on the air as well.
Okay.
How was your morning so far? Let us know in the comments below. I want to hear all about it. I probably won't be able to check it right this second because you're all the way over there, but I will look at them eventually, I promise.
Sorry for the late start this morning. That was totally my fault. It was a morning.
It was a morning.
Petey got his new car. That's exciting.
Yes, I did. Very nice, very excited.
We'll be posting some pictures of that. Very nice car. I got to take it for a drive. Kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, because you were saying you drove the V6 when you had one.
Yes.
Okay.
And mine sounded like a sewing machine, so it wasn't anywhere near as cool as yours.
Well, I mean, it still probably looked nice. What color was it?
White.
White? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all white. It was a nice car. Like, it was a really nice car. It was just not... Yes. Yes. Like I was in a sewing machine race.
Let's see here.
That is Baxter that you hear losing it upstairs because he knows we're down here. And I don't let him in the studio a whole lot because he has a tendency to take us off the air when he's in here.
Yeah. Little Tasmanian devil just starts running around, pulling everything.
There's too many cords and wires for him to get a boost of energy down here.
Yeah, he's our biggest fan.
Yeah.
He's always screaming, "I love you!"
Yeah, it sounds like barking, but that's what he's really saying.
Yeah. CKRT Border City Radio!
Yeah. Listen, everybody!
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Petey. We got Donna. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing so far?
Good. Good. I'm a little bit nervous. You can explain to what's happening this morning. The tables have turned a little bit.
Yep. So today we are going to be doing a new segment of, I guess, our Twisted Tuesday saga, if you will. And we're going to be giving Donna some random objects. She's going to close her eyes or blindfold. I don't know. We'll trust her with her eyes closed. And we're going to give her some random objects that I have found throughout my household that I thought would be interesting or a little bit challenging to try to figure out what they are. And she's a little nervous.
I
and
am a little
rightfully
nervous.
So.
I said if there was anything in that bag that was alive that was not a puppy or a kitten, I didn't want to touch it.
But I think it'll go okay. There's nothing too
I
bad.
trust you. I trust you.
Some of them might be a challenge, but I don't know. I tested some of these on my stepfather, and I don't know. He got some of them pretty good, but there was a couple that I'm like, there's no way he's gonna get that. So we'll see if you're at the same level as him, or if
Right.
who knows? Maybe these are all too easy, and I just gave you a free ride. We'll see.
All right.
So let's start with.
I will close my eyes.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with something simple. I'm gonna show the camera. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hand that to you.
Oh, this is a mic cover.
Nice. Okay, you got the first one.
Okay.
First one is in the bag. See, not too bad so far.
That wasn't bad. No, that didn't hurt at all.
Let's see here. All right. Are you ready?
I think. A shark?
You are absolutely correct. Good guess.
This, between this and this.
Okay, the fins.
The fins, yep.
Yeah, I just thought, I don't know. Random little
That one
toy.
took a minute. Okay.
Let's see here.
And honestly, I'm not opening my eyes. I'm not peeking.
If I take, there we go. Okay, here you are.
An eraser?
Close. I mean, you might find it with erasers. Like, I'm sure someone has them with their erasers.
Oh, it's one of those things Joanna gave us.
Yes.
A
One of those popper things.
popper thing.
Yeah.
That was a little harder.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it felt squishy. It's weird.
It is weird. Yeah, it's a weird feeling when you're not expecting it.
Yes, for sure. Okay. This next one's a good one. Here we go.
It's. What is it? A chip.
It is a chip.
That was the weirdest one so far.
Because it has like a slight powdery feeling to it. Like, yeah, like the salt on it or something.
I was thinking that's a weird texture and it's coming off.
Yep, the chip. Okay. You're on a roll though. You're getting them.
It's a very strange feeling when you don't know what's going to be put in your hands.
It is. Yeah, the room for the element of surprise.
Right? Okay.
Alright. So that's the next one. Alright, for this one I need you to hold your hand out perfectly flat. Perfect. Alright, are you ready?
I guess.
I love the slight, like, grossed out feeling that you got from feeling it.
It feels like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree.
It kind of looks like it too, if you really...
So, is it like a dead twig?
Kind of. I mean, it's made of really thin dead twigs. Like very, very fine dead twigs.
Is it like part of a plant? Is it?
I mean,
At first I thought it was a chicken bone.
it could be with a plant. It's not part of it though. But you might see them with some people's plants.
Is it a root?
Nope.
Okay, so it's kind of
Yeah, describe what you're feeling
yeah.
right now.
So it kind of feels like a very miniature version of a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and it has like a fuzzy end, kind of like dry, very dry feeling, like a piece of a branch with only a few, like a pine branch with only a few pine needles on it, but very soft and bendy, like the root to a plant.
It's so funny. You're like perfectly describing it, and when you open your eyes, you're gonna know.
Okay, I give up. I don't.
All right, go for it.
Oh, for heaven! It's a piece of rope.
Little piece of yarn or string, twine.
Okay, that one got me.
I thought, you know, the little phrase kind of feel like little legs.
So it does. It just feels like a really thin pine tree, like a little piece.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I would never have got that.
Perfect. The little piece of string.
A little piece of string was my downfall.
Yeah. You figured out a shark.
That was a good one.
Thank you, thank you. All right, are you ready for the next one?
Okay. It feels like chalk.
You're all right. It is chalk.
Yeah, I can tell by the texture of that one.
Okay, perfect.
Let's
Petey's goodie bag.
see.
Okay.
Is it wood? Nope. Is it sponge?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. Or, I mean, it was just sponge, but then it became a little bit of both, I guess.
I felt this before. I know I felt this before. Is it like a I'm trying to, you know, you guys on the radio can't see me.
You are right, though. It's a sanding block.
A sanding block, yeah.
Yeah, little piece of sanding foam or like
Yeah.
the squishy.
That one wasn't that easy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was
It's a little-
You did good picking these. Like,
We got. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 more.
okay.
All right. This one was my mom's idea, and I thought it was a great one.
And I'm sorry to the folks on the radio. I'll try and do better at describing them.
She kind of jumped when I put it in her hand.
It's very prickly. Is it a hedgehog? Because that's what it feels like.
That's what I thought too. So she's gonna think I'm handing her like an armored animal.
Oh my. Am I gonna, if I squeeze this some, am I gonna break it?
No, you're okay.
Okay. It's like a round hairbrush, kind of.
For those listening, if you want to see the reactions visibly as well, go check it out on Facebook Live.
There's no.
It might smell like something. I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
That's my mom's fault if it does.
Is it like a hairbrush?
No.
Okay, so it's round, and it's probably the size of a baseball, maybe a little bit bigger than a baseball, and feels like a hairbrush mixed with a hedgehog. I'm squeezing it, and it really doesn't. It's kind of hard. in the center. And it's got an end. Oh, there's an end. Is it like a Christmas tree bulb?
No, it's a decorative plant.
Okay.
It's like a tiny little plant, but I'll give it to you because you said tree in it. You said Christmas
Oh,
tree.
it looks. That was a good one, Mom.
This is a little thing that goes on the. Yeah.
I guess it could be a Christmas tree.
In Whoville.
In Whoville, yeah. On Charlie Brown's Christmas tree.
Yeah, there we go.
That was a good one.
All right. This next one, I'm going to give you a hint.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna give you half the answer. This is a controller.
Okay.
You need to know what controller it is, though. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, feel free.
And for someone that doesn't play video games, this might be a little bit of a challenge.
There you are.
Oh, this is this a PlayStation video controller?
It is a PlayStation.
5?
Nope.
One?
Somewhere in between.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's 3. Okay, got it.
I would have never got that. Like
You guessed PlayStation though right away, and
I knew by these. I
Okay.
watched because I've watched my daughter play.
Okay.
So
Those and the Xbox ones have like very different shaped joysticks.
I
Too.
don't know if I've ever seen the Xbox ones, but this one
Okay.
I watched them play. That's the only reason I knew that.
Okay, perfect. That was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Good job.
Oh, you were going for the she knows nothing about.
Yep, I
video
was
games?
banking on it. I was banking on it.
Okay.
All right, this next one. I don't know if you'll get this next one. It's a little random. I'll show. All right. You ready?
Yep. This is just a bunch of like feels. I don't know what.
I know.
So it's like a cloth on top, and kind of like the thing you put underneath of a turkey to cook it on the bottom.
That's a good way of describing it for sure. It's so funny because like everyone on camera is just watching you hold this inanimate object.
So it's hard and does it have ears?
Nope. This is probably the most thoroughly inspected this object has ever been in its life. It's never received this much attention before.
And it's got metal on the bottom that's like kind of a crisscrossy feeling. Like you would, no, I don't know if you'd stand it up. And it's I'm not even sure how to describe this one. It's a whole bunch of like stuff glued together is what it feels like.
I mean, you're not wrong, in a sense.
I think it has a nose. Maybe?
You're getting warmer.
Oh, it's got 2 ears. Okay, hang on, we're getting somewhere. So a hat. Is it an elf?
Nope.
So these might be legs. Is it a chicken?
You know what? I'm gonna give that to you. Close enough.
Oh,
It's a little birdie.
that was a tough one. It's a little bird. But he's got like this little bow tie on and little wings and metal legs. That was a hard one.
I thought the hat would throw you off because it's not the shape of a bird with the hat on.
Right? Yeah. And the bow tie and like, there's a lot of different textures on this. That was a good one because there's
His
a
wings.
lot of.
You're like, his wings, his little ears.
I was thinking
It's
of
great.
Elf because I could feel this,
The
right? And the ears. That's what I thought.
I guess it's close enough. Same season. It looks like it's. I don't know if that's a Halloween theme or a Christmas theme, but it's one of the two.
He's cute as a button, but he's a bit of a hot mess the way he's dressed.
All right, we got 2 more. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. This one's kind of hit or miss. It might be really, really hard, or it might be really, really easy. We'll find out.
Okay, so it's. Oh, I've been around long enough. This is a bingo dauber.
Yep, you're right. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. That one wasn't too bad. But I saved the best for last.
I'm old school. I knew what that was right out of the gate. Okay.
All right, here we go. The last one. What's it gonna be? I don't think you're gonna be able to guess this one. This one's just kind of really, really random. So we'll see. Have fun.
All right, so it feels like. I don't even know what it feels like. It's kind of like a wood, cardboardy, plasticky. So it's quite big, probably 6 inches tall or wide, I guess, whichever way you're holding it.
Has lots of different textures.
It does.
on it.
It's so there's string. And there's wood. And it's like a rounded, kind of rounded end. There's nowhere to touch that kind of gives you, like the bird, I felt the nose that turned out to be the beak. There's really nothing to start on here.
Yeah, there's a reason I saved this one for last.
Okay, wait now.
It was actually the last thing I found for stuff to give you. And I was like, that's it. That's the one right there. She can have fun with that.
Is it like a statue of like an angel or something?
It is a statue, kind of, but it's not of an angel. There's some of them with the same name as an angel.
Okay, so it has a base. Is it a boat?
It is a boat! You got it! That was wild.
That was hard.
Yeah.
There's so many different textures on this thing. Oh, I see all the.
Yep.
This is all the canvas sails.
And they're like, I don't know, they're like resin dipped or something to like
Yeah.
keep them hard. So I
Yep.
thought that might throw you off too because it doesn't feel like a sail.
No, it doesn't. And all the pieces of string and wood, there's a lot of different. You don't realize how hard this is until you're actually sitting here and you don't know what to expect for any type of materials or anything. So you just kind of have to go by shape and size and like. That was wild. I've never done that before, so that was a really good idea.
An unlimited amount of potential that your brain can come up with to convince yourself what this thing is.
Right? And the one that stumped me the most was a little tiny piece of rope.
Yeah. The Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was well done. I figured this was going to be a lot easier than it was.
Okay. I mean, some of them weren't too bad. Like you flew by some of them. Like you got the bingo dabber really quickly. You somehow guessed the shark. When I gave it to my stepdad, he said it was a fish, which I don't know. I figured it's same shape, close
Right.
enough. But you straight up said a shark, and yeah, it was a shark. So you got that one immediately. You got the. You didn't call it by its name, but you know the thing.
Yeah.
You got that right.
I know you guys couldn't see me, but I was actually making a sanding motion and the noise.
Yep. I knew exactly what she was talking about. And then even this thing, you know, you got
But
this right.
if Joanna wouldn't have given us those like not that long ago at Easter, I probably wouldn't have got that so quickly.
Fair. Yeah, they are just. It's a very random thing.
It is a very random
It's
thing,
like
and it's just,
squishy.
it's one of those little popper things that you can push the
Little dots.
the little dots. You know, you push them one way and then you can push them back the other way. But it's almost like it's very soft, rubbery, bendable. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that so quickly if she wouldn't have given them to us recently.
Well, I think that was a success.
That was a lot of fun,
success.
actually.
Yeah.
And there was nothing alive at all.
Nope, nothing too bad.
This little tree thing almost.
That one freaked you out. Yeah, you were like, huh?
Yeah.
What is this?
He's handing me a hedgehog.
But yeah,
That was.
now we just have a bunch of random.
Now we have random stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a really. He's cute, but he's a little messed up.
Yeah, you're right. He is a little hot mess. That's what I'm saying. Because your eyes are closed and you're like, I'm like, this is probably the most thoroughly inspected he's ever been.
Poor little thing. He probably feels violated now.
Like you know when you go to your grandparents and they're like, look at his cheeks. Instead like pinching his cheeks instead of the poor bird. It's been sitting on a shelf for so long, just disturbed his peace.
If you guys have any ideas of challenges you'd like us to do, by all means send them in.
Send them, yeah. Comment them down below even. Let us know your thoughts, what you want to see more of. What else? Should we leave all of these like in like a almost like an order, like a specific layout for Spencer to just
Yep,
see them?
absolutely we will.
Be like, you have to somehow come up with a story that involves all of these things.
One time the ship was sailing in the ocean.
And
the rope broke. Actually, it was tied at the dock and the rope broke.
And I ran late for my bingo class. I had my dabber in hand and everything. I was ready to go.
The people on the ship were playing bingo,
Yep.
right, for entertainment.
My card won. I went to go up and receive it, but I tripped over a piece of this string here.
Right, yeah. And they were asked not to feed the birds, but they were doing it anyway.
Yep. Fell into this spiky hedgehog hedge. The hedgehog. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it for this this segment of Twisted Tuesday. Stay tuned. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head what the next week is, but it's gonna be something interesting. That's
We
for
have
sure.
to keep up in the game. We started with the state, like, we set the bar pretty high right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So now we have to keep upping it. And we have some exciting things coming up in May. So stay tuned for those. Petey is going to be doing a new show.
Yep.
He's still like as part of the station, but he's going to have a new show coming up, which I think is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be doing a cooking show, and we got lots and lots of support behind it. So big shout out to everyone who's helping with it.
Yeah, we don't want to give too much away
Yeah.
because we'll make that big announcement. But that's going to be starting on the 14th of May. No, we'll record on the 14th. It will be uploaded on Mondays, so every other Monday. But we will make the big announcement about that just before we're ready to go with it.
Yeah. Stay tuned though. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, we have some fun stuff coming up in May.
Yeah. As always, if you have any song suggestions or ideas for the show, send them over at ckrtbordercityradio@gmail.com. You can also give us a call at 226-759-8280.
You can text that number as well.
Yep. And don't forget to obviously follow us on our social media for any updates that we got going on. We're going to have some newsletters coming out eventually
On May 1st.
on May 1st. So
Our
stay
next
tuned for
newsletter.
that. That's exciting. And so that's a subscription, right? Like you can
It is.
sign up for
So
it.
if you go to our website, you can actually just click a little box and put in your email. There's no other information that we ask for. When I set it up, I don't need your name or any of that stuff. Just your email, and it'll automatically send to you. I was actually up until almost 1 o'clock this morning putting that all together, because I build it throughout the month, right, for the next month.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a good one.
Alrighty. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. It's exciting. We're going to get back into the mix. We got a little bit of time before the top of the hour news. Let's see what we got here. We got some Green Day on CKRT Border City Radio.
And thanks for joining us, everybody. Stay safe. Have a great day.
See you next week. Wah!